I was about to start the stream with Gracie right next to me, and a homeless dude just broke into my house.
Hello.
And yeah, hi.
Hi.
He has a gun to both of us.
Yes, I do. I
And what'd you want us to do?
draw pictures. I don't know. Make silly things. Make me laugh.
Okay, Gracie, you have any ideas?
Any ideas?
Yeah.
The random homeless person who is definitely in the same room as me at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm threatening you both over camera.
His stinky toes.
His stinky toes, his weird jacket. He smells of methamphetamine right now.
And my bullets currently outnumber my brain cells.
Okay, I'm gonna draw. I don't think we have much of a theme. I think I was told Space Gangsters.
Yeah.
Except-
So here's the deal, right? The gangsters, they got this mafia in space, right? The Greys. That's the whole thing. Is they got those pinstripe suits with like the long ties and everything. You know, Tommy guns and whatnot. You've seen mafia movies before. Anyways, they like to pull this intergalactic drug smuggling ring, right? They ride on asteroids, right? Because they gotta hide from the feds. You gotta hide all your space drugs when you deliver them to your I don't know, space people. I don't know who they sell these things to.
Would they sell them to like space kids, like in middle school?
Yes, space kids in space middle school.
Okay,
Exactly.
that makes sense. Yeah.
It's an epidemic because
Gangster.
these kids aren't getting a higher education like they should be, even though they're higher than us.
They're higher. Yeah.
Yeah?
Stupid.
Yeah. They're a
Those
menace.
darn middle schoolers not in higher education.
Yeah, these middle schoolers aren't doing much, I guess.
No,
Except
we
getting
gotta
high.
keep them off the space streets.
The space. So, do you see these space gangsters constantly, or?
Every so often, you know, I'm kind of out there and I'm sort of screaming into the ether on whatever substance that I really so happen to find, and you know, every so often they just blaze by on their bikes and they look down at me and they just kind of stick out their tongue and wiggle their ears and do a little dance. I don't know what that means, but it pisses me off every time.
See. Can you call the police right
What's
now?
The police are not coming. The phone line's dead.
What?
Yes, I killed the
The
Wi-Fi.
phone line's dead.
Oh,
Yes, your phone data is gone.
my phone data's. Wait, what?
I killed it.
You killed my phone data?
I saw the data waves in the air and I killed it.
Oh God! How did you kill the phone data?
A gun can accomplish a lot when you have a mind to do anything.
Oh my God, that's sad.
It is.
When you
It's
when you got a brain like this.
a big burden.
It's a yeah. That's actually an actual visual description of what this guy looks like. His brain is like outside his head, and I don't know how he's alive right now. Actually, it's pretty strange.
That's a little bit like Mars Attacks.
Oh yeah, it is.
He's got more of a human face though.
Yeah. Mars Attacks is supposed to be pretty good. I never seen that still.
I think it's a pretty funny film. It's a Burton film for sure. It was based off of I could be getting my information wrong on this because I didn't do a whole lot of research on it, but it's kind of like, you know, Bazooka Joe. How like this they'd have this bubble gum that would come with like little mini comic books folded into it, or like comic pages. And essentially, like, it was the same deal, but instead of like a Sunday, you know, comic strip kind of thing, it was like a storyline of Martians invading the Earth, and
Oh, I think I've heard of that. I thought the card game came after.
I didn't know if it was a card game or not. Like I said, I've seen the pictures of all these cards. I don't know if there's a game associated with them, or it's literally just like collect all the cards to see the full story kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because they show up and they royally ruin everything. Like, we're talking big robots, we're talking like guns that turn people into skeletons. Like, they at one point they just use a enlarge array on a whole bunch of insects and just bail. They didn't even stay to finish the job. They're like, whatever, the bugs can take care of it. Needless to say, they didn't.
Oh.
Right? And human beings were like, well, Martians, not a big fan of them, right? So, why don't we do a Starship Troopers and blast all the way to Mars and blow them to Kingdom fucking Come?
Oh, that's what happened?
Yes. Earth sends a counterattack and just wipes, like, the planet of Mars completely out of this galaxy.
Oh, shit. I need to watch
why are you
that.
trying to
That
follow
seems
this?
fucking crazy.
I don't think they do that in the movie. I know they end up, like, killing the aliens in a much sillier way, because there's the scene, you know, where the aliens... It's like two of them, and they're sneaking up on this old lady who's listening to, like, yodeling music, right?
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, I don't know why, they choose to bring in, like, the largest death ray that they can and aim it right to the back of her head, and she doesn't know what's going on the whole time. And two of the main characters, you know, they break in to be like, Grandma, Grandma, Grandma! And, you know, she turns her head, which pulls the headphones out of the jack, and the music starts playing, and the aliens are like, ooh, I don't like that. And then their heads just explode.
Sucks. That's sad.
It was kind of funny. There's actually, like, one really funny bit that I remember from Mars Attacks. That's, like, my favorite part of the entire scene is they're, like, implementing some form of psychological warfare where they're trying to disarm people or get them to think that they're not a threat. So they're like storming through like the city streets and blasting people to death while this intercom is just like playing out the words, "We come in peace. Do not run. We are your friends." I don't know why the juxtaposition's so funny on that.
Have you ever seen that movie, Gracie?
No.
Oh.
I actually have no idea. I haven't. I don't.
You don't
know?
movie?
It's
What?
a very cheesy movie.
What kind of movies have you ever watched as a kid, Gracie?
I don't know. I just watched a bunch of Land Before Time,
Yeah,
That's a
and
good movie.
that was Don Bluth.
Yeah, Don Bluth.
yes, it was.
Don Bluth is was actually a cyber sleuth. Didn't know
I didn't know. It's a Cypress Sleuth.
because he's
When did that come out?
back in his autobiography before he died called Don Truth.
Don Truth.
Oh
His,
my
his
The
memoir
Don
before he
Truth.
died,
Oh my
as if
God.
he's not still very much alive right now.
Is he still alive?
Yes, he is.
Oh,
That's good.
I guess maybe he can still show the Don proof.
Do you plead to tell the truth?
Eventually, he's
nothing
gotta go
but
to
the
his
truth?
dentist. Get pulled as Dawn.
Oh shit. And then they'll and then the dentist be like
You can go to the Dawn kissing booth.
I'm going Oh god.
Dawn.
I would
Dawn.
Don it's like after he heard that his wife might be having an affair with him, he decided to hire the Don Sleuth. Wait, that's back to Cyber
Yeah,
Sleuth. Fuck. Okay, never mind.
I think we went full circle on this
Yeah.
one.
Fuck. Okay.
When
What-
there was a mutiny at his animation team, it was a Dawn coup.
Alright. What did you like about Land Before Time? Despite the fact, even though it was historically inaccurate. To
It
dinosaurs.
terrified the crap out of me.
Which part? Was it the goo part?
Literally, the whole movie is terrifying. I tried rewatching it as an adult, and I was like, "Holy crap! How did I watch this?"
I completely forgot about the part with the T-Rex until I saw a video recently that reminded me of that. Like, that thing legitimately just wanted those kids dead for the entire movie.
Yeah, it was kind of just an asshole.
Yeah,
Well, it's like he was trying to eat them, and then they wounded him because, they don't want to die, and then he just took a personal vendetta against that.
Yeah. Maybe if he just wasn't killing, maybe if he just wasn't biologically engineered to want to kill.
If he just wasn't biologically
He
engineered.
could have let it go and go for other dinosaurs, but he had to trail them for the entire film.
Honestly, how would you feel if you were trying to kill someone and they got away?
I'd be pretty pissed.
Yeah, I mean it's like in that shitty Twisted Metal game 2012.
Oh shit, we rounded back to Twisted Metal.
Yeah, me and Corey were like talking about Twisted Metal the entire time before the stream, and I was just like, oh god, we don't have an actual theme right now. And then I was like, what if we did Twisted Metal today? Because this guy's here. And because we were just talking about it. And now we're just doing Legend of Zelda Deku Tree.
Love the Legend of Zelda. That Deku Tree is so sad. And
remember? The Deku Tree looks like the kind of guy that would like bring someone to his office and tell them they're fired for not following the rules, but they get the results done. For breaking the rules, but they get results.
Job done right.
He looks like that guy though,
He looks like he just saw your browser history.
Oh. It's just like
infinite trauma.
Yeah. Oh man.
Or I guess that's perpetual trauma.
I like that. I like the Deku Tree. I remember like being really sad when he died because I was like, oh, you're like my dad, and when he died I was like, is he dead?
He starts the game dead. Actually.
No, he starts the game dying, I thought.
So there's like a weird little implication about this. So when you show up and, Skull Kid ditches your horse, he's like, you're a dumb nerd and you look like an idiot. So
No, I was talking about Ocarina of Time.
Oh, Ocarina of Time.
I was talking about the Deku Tree.
Oh, the Deku Tree. The Deku Tree is just like, I'm dying, kid.
Help me.
Crawl into my mouth. I promise I won't eat you.
And it's weird how he moaned after like you go inside. It's weird.
Yeah.
Game.
I don't know. There's something weird about that guy. Like he's a giant dude taking care of a bunch of children. We don't know who their parents are.
I mean, it's a Neverland situation, but yeah.
Yeah. But that dude.
No excuse. I know him. I know people like him.
He's a fucking pet. We all know what he did.
We all know.
That's why we burned his tree. That's why we burned him down.
That's why we don't let the kids around the sprout.
No. Yeah. Yeah. After he came back, like there's parents that kids are like, oh, what's that Deku Sprout? And they're like, don't go near him.
Don't talk to him.
Don't talk to him. He's like, hey kids, you wanna go into the forest with me?
Touch my leaves. They're so soft and supple. Oh yeah.
I need an adult.
I
am the only father figure you
I'm
have.
the only adult.
No one ages. Yeah, he's just like a lolicon that just like made his own society of like children that never age.
I would run away with you. I don't have legs. Oh god.
I remember as a kid, I was like,
you can give me a fresh pair of legs. I'll do anything.
Link, you gotta find the Deku Tree some legs.
No, I don't know. I don't want to.
Link, you gotta marry the fish woman to save the day.
I remember when I was a kid, I would like ship Sarah with Link a lot because I was like, yeah, she's the best girl. And then as I got older, I was like, I feel kind of weird about thinking about this because she's like now like still a child. She was the first 1,000,000-year-old lolly.
They still do that shit now.
She's the first 1,000-year-old lolly.
You remember fucking Xenoverse 2 where they had like the King Kai of Time that was like literally just like 5-year-old toddler body, but she's like, I'm over 1,000 years old. Ain't you a cute baby boy?
Which game was that?
It was the Xenoverse 2 Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, when was that?
Oh god, they must have released that like around.
Was it after Zelda or is it before?
It was after Zelda.
Because I didn't say she was the first and only.
No, I'm not saying she was the first.
Yeah.
I'm saying people are still doing that to this day.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. Like, There's like an anime buddy of mine's gonna show me. I won't say their name because of political reasons, but what am I talking about?
Talking about a buddy that you wanted to.
No, they wanted to show me something, and I'm gonna watch it. It's supposed to be really good. But there was like literally like 1,000-year-old goddess, lady who looks like still in like 5th grade, and I was just like, okay. Oh yeah. Also, she's gonna be like making a sexual like acts towards the main character, and I'm like, okay.
So this like, if one of these things, it's like an animation team, like multiple people have to okay on this. So you can't tell me at one point, like somewhere over in Japan, somebody's leaning across the table and going, Suzuki, I know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, it's like, hey, so why is the 12? Why do I have to animate the 12-year-old, slowly removing her skirt? And it's like, actually, she's not.
She's for the sake of a joke.
It's a funny prank, bro. It's a prank, bro.
Why are your pants off, sir?
Sir, why are you putting? It's like she is not. It's like, for one thing, she is not 12. She's not 12. She is 1 million-year-old goddess. So it's legal and totally okay. If anything, she's molesting the main character.
She's molesting him.
Meanwhile, you're just like, sir, stop touching your pants right now. I'm trying to. We're trying to have a business
Can
conversation.
you point your bulge the other way, sir?
But wait, let's try
making it
Zelda.
really hard.
The new Zelda game just came out.
Is this stream gonna be demonetized?
Maybe. I don't know. Just do it
Yeah.
for the sake of the joke, not for the sake of
It's
the
like
green.
the dominant. I want to get paid at some point, but I think I should let at least like one stream every once in a while get. Also, if this gets demonetized, you should donate to the coffee I made for myself. But I also need to make one for me and Gracie, because Gracie is really cool and great and graceful.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, it's gracefully.
You better
Well,
pay me.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
also
tell ya.
saving money right now to get a table at Emerald City Comic Con. So if anyone donates on coffee, build up to that. It'll be cool. Please. I'm desperate. I need money. I need money.
You have love and support.
Shut up! No, there's more. I need more.
And a gun.
Random home. Yeah, exactly.
And a gun.
I was
aimed
gonna
at
say
you.
like, wait, why did you? You're some. Oh yeah, you're some random homeless guy
I just wandered in.
who just started talking about Twisted Metal lore.
Twisted Metal and Grey Alien.
Yeah, Twisted Metal, great.
Pedophile trees and creepy Japanese business executives.
My favorite.
Sounds about right.
Speaking of which, our first episode was like about Evangelion.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was like you haven't seen that though.
No, I heard that's the Odyssey of anime. Like, I heard if you really want to dedicate time to it, like, you really got to sit down for it.
Maybe like it's you don't have to like sit down for every episode. You don't have to like sit down the entire time. You can take breaks, but it is one of the best animes.
Okay, is it like a One Piece kind of situation?
No.
where- okay.
It's not.
It is not a One
It's
Piece.
only 25 episodes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
you can watch through it.
Then this is absolutely something I could digest.
Yeah, you can watch through it. You can digest it. You can like feel it out.
You can
Well, probably
I
not feel it
mean,
out. They're all children.
digesting it, I suppose.
Yeah.
Also, the first time you see it, it's probably going to be like one of the most confusing messes. That's near the end. It becomes one of the most confusing messes at some point. But then when you rewatch it,
Well, there's,
you are like, "Wait, this is a masterpiece."
there's certain bits that I do understand that people have clued me into, like, you know, cloning and biological mechs and things like that.
It's
I'm
hot.
like, I get it. You know, you made the devil, and then that ends up fucking everybody in the end. Third Impact and whatnot.
Waiting for server response. What's that? Gracie, should we get started? Are you ready?
Yeah,
Wait, did you
I'm
move to the next
drawing,
another page? Wait, Gracie.
I did already move it.
Gracie.
I'm going to.
Okay,
'Cause
I
I
guess
wanna-
we're
I
gonna
wanna
draw
draw
the
Link and
gray
Zelda.
aliens now. I guess whatever.
You've been scrolled,
Oh, we're
Rusty.
drawing
You've been
aliens?
scrolled.
Okay, are you drawing a space gangster, Gracie?
No, I wasn't.
What did
I
we
was gonna
say
draw
about not
Link and
drawing
Zelda.
what I tell you to do? What did I say about what
Sorry,
happened last
Master.
time? You went off script, Gracie.
That's okay. Just have a boy.
What did you
I can't. I can't
It's
handle
an
the
Oni
torture
plays
no
joke. Just
more.
have a boy.
have a boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, why are
Have
you
a
a girl,
boy.
Gracie?
No, not like that. Like have a good time. Have a boy.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
Only plays have a boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oni plays famous statement. Have boy.
Have a boy.
Have the boy.
Have a boy.
Have a boy. I
Yes.
must have boy.
That is almost as satisfying on the tongue as Baba Booey. Baba Booey.
I'm gonna draw a gray alien shooting.
I used to watch Oni plays all the time. I used to do animateds on YouTube also.
You've probably seen some of them actually.
Oh yeah, you should probably
Maybe you
mean-
have.
not on stream, but you should show me some. I'd like
yeah,
to see Grace's
I'll show you
work.
some. We should maybe near the end of the stream I could show you some,
Absolutely.
especially before you head out.
I like the Resident
With all my
Evil
food.
one.
Well, got pretty much an hour left or so. And
what was I gonna do?
then the drugs are gonna kick in.
Oh yeah, the what did you take this time?
Space Gangsters.
All of it.
Is there a reference that I'm supposed to use?
No,
I
he
don't know
just
what I'm
made it up.
drawing.
Yeah,
He literally just made it up.
Pulled it out of my ass. Like you could do like
don't-
a ¡50s mafioso. You could do like
I was just gonna draw John Wick, but as an alien, as a gray alien.
You could do that. You could do
Yeah.
that. It's really just like professional like assassin or like mafia member, but an alien.
Who is it? Who is this? I like that.
I don't know. It's kind of like they did the same thing with skeletons. That's where the whole Rattle 'em Boys meme comes
Rattle 'em, boy.
from.
Or like the Alphabet Mafia, where it's like a gang of gay people. It's really funny.
Oh my god, that's ludicrous! I love it.
Has your roommate not told you about it?
The acceptable mafia, the bashful mafia,
The Alphabet Mafia.
the courageous mafia, the deceitful mafia, the entrancing mafia.
What would the trans mafia be like?
That would be T.
T?
Yeah, T would be the trans mafia.
Oh shit.
Unless you want to put it for tenacious.
What? Sorry. What are you talking?
Trans tenacity.
Would they whenever they shoot someone? Wait, you know how like Polak was like a slur used in, like Italian mobs and shit. I guess that was just a slur used.
Yeah, that was just a slur you used against Polish people.
Yeah, with the slur. Oh wait,
Thank
I don't
you
remember.
for saying more slurs.
I shouldn't say more slurs. Oh god, this is the third time I said a slur. At
Yeah,
one point.
I completely am lost on the context here. What were
I don't
we-
remember. I just was watching the last podcast and I thought it was just Italian mobs. Oh man.
I mean, there were multiple
I'm wrong.
mafias.
I'm sorry.
Granted, most people remember the Italians just like when you think of pirates, you think of the Welsh.
That's true.
But there was like Irish gangs, and there was black and Chinese gangs as well.
Yeah, that's true. Oh god, I need to watch that John Wick movie. It's good. You've seen John Wick, right?
No.
Really?
I know. Every time I say that, people are like, "What is wrong?"
You would love it.
You
like dumb action.
All I've heard was he loves his dog and gun fu.
Yeah. So?
No, I'm not dissing that at all.
Yeah, you love your dog.
I love my dog, of course. Who doesn't love?
I don't know. You like your dog?
My
Gracie?
husky makes it really tempting.
That's true. Huskies shed
She really-
everywhere. They won't stop running. They smell or they sound like geese, and they chew up everything.
Is that your dog? No, your dog isn't.
Maya's husky.
Which one's Maya?
Maya is the she's the
Is she
older.
the black one?
No, that's Buddy. Buddy's the smaller boy. Maya's.
Maya's the one that likes to be picked up, right?
No, that's Buddy. He's such a good
Buddy's always happy whenever I mean, assumably whenever I came. I haven't. I just met.
Well, Buddy's his name is accurate. Everybody's Buddy.
Yeah.
I like the little pencil thin mustache that you gave the alien.
It's pretty good, actually.
I'm like trying to come up with like kind of an acceptable voice for him. Like it can't just be like, nah, she. That's too easy.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, he kind of got that.
I'm the. What would be a good term?
You fucked with the Grey Mafia.
No, I'm trying to think of like what's a different term for the Godfather.
Oh, a galactic Godfather.
I'm the galactic Godfather.
I'm the Globfather.
I'm the Globfather.
You come to me.
Yo, what's up? I'm the Globfather.
Oh my god.
On my spaceship. On the day of my daughter's murder. And you ask me for a snack.
Jesus.
You're lucky you're my brother.
I love that movie so much. I could never finish it. It's hard to finish sometimes. Like on one run, it's hard to finish. Like,
Godfather 1's pretty good. I think it's kind of overhyped.
you think so? What do you think is the best one?
Well, 1.
I haven't seen the second one. Is the second one bad?
No, it's not terrible. The third one's where it gets really like it drops in quality.
Yeah, people said that.
And it just includes like incest for really no reason.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like cousin incest.
Oh, is that why people called it some people called it misunderstood?
I guess I watched it with
Is that just people that really like incest?
I watched it. I didn't really like it a whole lot. There's a little bit of a thing where the actress who was playing the female cousin, right? She ended up like she was like the director's daughter, and that ended up being because
What?
like the original actress just up and quit, and they couldn't get somebody in time. So
Why'd they quit?
I don't remember why they quit, but they just like walked off the set, and he's like, "All right, well, you're filling up that role." And she's terrible in that movie.
Oh, that actually.
She is so wooden.
So the thing is, that happened with Legend of the White Dragon too recently. There was a lot of actors that quit. That even after they made the money, they.
Well, you're talking about that Power Rangers thing you showed me.
Yeah, the one that was like, this is gonna be the funniest movie.
I was thinking about that today, or it was like that part where it was like the face reveal, and the only reaction you could have was, "Who the fuck are you?"
Yeah, unless you're a Power Ranger fan, you will have no emotional reaction other than like, what?
Who are these people supposed to be, and why should I care?
Why are you here? Why are you? No, it's really funny. I'm really excited for that movie because it looks really bad.
They gotta have a cocaine reference, right? You don't just name something White Dragon and not make a cocaine reference.
I don't know. See, my wonder is if it's gonna be like, how edgy are they willing to go? Like, are they gonna be like, are they not gonna say the F word? Like, are they not gonna say? Why did I say the F word? Like, are they not gonna say fuck, or are they gonna like? Or maybe they will say fuck a couple times.
You know what
or
it's
damn.
gonna be? They're gonna do the Arkham City thing where they're like, well, we gotta have swearing because it's edgy, but we don't want to lose our rating, so that it's accessible to a bigger audience. So we'll just have characters say bitch every so often.
They wanted to make it an adult movie though. That's the thing. They were like,
but it's Power Rangers.
No, it's not Power Rangers. It's Legend of the White Dragon. It's a different canon.
It's Sentai. It might as well just
even though they have the
movie.
kill Rangers.
kill the Power Rangers.
No, they said kill the Rangers.
You know what really screwed me? Why was that graffiti at the top of a destroyed building? It wasn't on the roof. Did somebody hang over the edge and spray paint that in two different sections?
Listen, they really hated the Power Rangers. They were really dedicated to like
Who's gonna see
wanting
that?
them to die.
From the ground level, who's gonna see that?
Sky people probably. Maybe they wanted God to see it. Maybe that's who they
You
wanted.
need to spray even harder than that, my friend.
Yeah, I'm so excited for that movie. It looks like absolute shit. Like, I feel bad for the actor who, yeah, God, that part is tragic, but I don't know.
Oh god, yeah, that's right. You were pulling up that video of the controversies, which there are like ludicrously more than you would ever
Dude,
expect.
the
from a
Red
show.
Ranger from Ninja Storm, who like was
Yeah.
just abusive as fuck.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one that killed his roommate with a fucking Conan sword.
Yeah, it was the Conan Barbarian. He killed he did manslaughter using the Conan Barbarian sword. The Red Ranger from Wild Force. And it's the funniest shit because he like played a pacifist in that game.
Isn't it insulting to imagine that even when he's trying to kill
Powdered
somebody,
Rangers.
he's still acting like a Power Ranger? Like he's doing jumps off of the wall and shit and twisting around, and then he stabs him in the chest.
he does like the fake transfer. He does the transformation. Where he's like it's like red lion, and then he like jumps around and then kills him. And his head, it's like in his head, he just like explodes. He just explodes.
All right.
Ugh. Like a single tear goes down his face. Like I wish I could have avoided violence on this day. It's like, meanwhile, all his roommate did was like
what I must.
yeah. Meanwhile, his roommate just like forgot to take out the trash that day. Or
He
something.
ate his pudding cup.
Murder isn't funny. Don't ever kill people. If you kill people, you're wrong.
If you're gonna kill someone, do it in a really funny way.
It was, and he kind of did. I don't know. It's just. He used the Conan the Barbarian sword. It's weird.
It's surreal.
Did you
it's
know
almost
there's one of the Power Rangers from the season where they played a cop? There was like one season where it's just Power Rangers, but they're cops. And in one of those actors that played the Power Rangers is now like basically like a stripper.
fascist
And they had their
ranger.
yeah, fascist. Go fascist Rangers.
Get down on the ground now! Now!
This
Is that
the no knock? This is the no knock raid. They just like take out their Megazord and just stomp the house.
Did it? We solved the case of the evil children's hospital.
You know. But no, like now, like one of them like opened their own OnlyFans,
Oh well,
which is kind of big.
yeah, if it works for them,
Yeah, but like there was a lot of controversy about it, because people were like, "Why we're supposed to be?" here?"
Why are you crying about a Power Ranger showing her titties?
I don't know. Some of them just wanted to be pure.
Why can't my Power Rangers be Power Rangers in real life?
Yeah, the video I showed you was like, it's I know it's a little too much to ask, but why can't my Power Rangers in real life?
I
Why
guess
can't-
that's expecting too
I
much.
guess that's expecting too much. Like, yeah, man. I mean, they are people.
They are just actors in a TV show.
Yeah. I think Power Rangers is fucking. We should probably do a week where we do like Power Ranger stuff. I guess probably do that because I think that show is very fun.
It's extremely funny.
Yeah, it's. I think my favorite will always be season 1 when the people making it clearly had no idea what they were doing.
Going on?
And they're just like they're trying to figure out like how do we make this footage fit? How do we exploit? Oh fuck! Why is the Blue Ranger not in this footage? Why is he not in this footage? Okay, he got brainwashed by Rita Repulsa and now is a punk, and so is the Pink Ranger. So they fix it by putting them in a machine.
You just remind me of that really dumb joke we had watching that episode.
We were just like they just
Where
start
they're,
like fucking
They
in the
just
thing.
start fucking in front of him. And like, what's his face? Big head man is like, quit that. Stop it.
Stop it, please. Stop it.
What was the robot's name?
Oh, Zordon.
Zordon. Yeah, there's a moment where Zordon gets infected by the bad boy virus.
He does?
In our joke.
Oh yeah.
And he starts dancing. And the big head's like, stop, that's too much attitude.
That's too much attitude.
And he explodes.
That was like one thing that always annoyed me about that show though. It was like they're supposed to be teenagers with attitude and they have the only time they ever have attitude is when they're like under mind control by Rita Repulsa.
That one, he's crossing his arms so you know he's tough.
And he's tough. Like Jason, he doesn't talk much or have a personality, and they all help with the environment. And I'm like, Yeah, that's some attitude they got there. It's some attitude they got there.
I'm never gonna forget the racist principal from season 1.
Oh god, yeah.
That was fucking amazing.
Very funny.
Am I to assume that you did this?
Yeah, he just like, because like the principal like came into a part where like the garbage was like everywhere, I think, and the first person he looks at is like at Zach, and Zach's like,
Zach
what the
points to
fuck? Like what
himself.
the fuck? Like why would you think it was my fault?
No, the principal points, like, to be fair, you don't know who he's pointing at, right?
But,
He
like-
just points, but then when it cuts over to the teens, the first person to point at themselves is Zach.
Yeah, and he's like, and you're just like, wait
a minute.
did he just accuse the black guy of doing this? What the fuck? No, it's very funny. It's so weird. I remember there was one episode also where they're like they saved like a little girl with the Megazord, and like in the whole episode she was like white and I think blonde, and but then like when the Megazord grabs her, she's clearly just like a Japanese girl. Like she's like a Japanese girl, and it's like not at all the same girl at all. And you're just like, wait. I know you're like
Yeah.
adapting footage, but like, why didn't you just like use a Japanese kid? Why didn't you have like someone that looked nothing like them?
Could you not have just hired an Asian actor?
Like what, dude? It's so weird because because Asian actors like rarely ever get work, and it just like really shows like, man, America was like really dedicated to like not hiring Asian actors that much.
They were also super, super dedicated to paying their workers as low as
Oh,
possible.
God. Yeah, that's why they all fucking left. Look, half of them left at least. Sorry for not talking much, Gracie. What's your thoughts on Power Rangers?
I'm glad they didn't have that much diversity. Last thing I want is for woke Power Rangers. That's all I gotta say.
That's true.
How would you do
I don't know. Power Rangers always came across more like neo. It was like,
It was like a Reading Rainbow situation where it's like, we've got everybody but the wheelchair kid. And plus, if we gave it a few more seasons, who's to say Billy wouldn't end up that one?
oh, I love how like despite the fact that the actor was gay, they gave Billy all like a girlfriend in like almost every
I
season.
think that was a
It was
shitty.
it was really shitty.
I
yeah.
think it was a shitty intentional decision.
Well,
I
because
don't
he was
think it was
bullied.
that-
He was bullied off the set because he was gay. So that it's just like this like weird thing where you're like, oh god. And then when he left the show, they gave him like when he finally left the show because he's like, yeah, I'm fucking sick of it.
Yeah.
He they gave the way they had him leave was that he made a space girlfriend. It's really bad.
Isn't that like Sonic the Hedgehog writing?
What do you mean?
Like, isn't that the same thing that you would find in the Archie comics where it's like, oh, Tails just finds a space girl?
I need to show you that episode sometime. What I need to show you is the episodes from season 2 also when like the actors who left the show, like when the actors who played like the Red Ranger or Yellow Ranger, Black Ranger left the show, and they were having to use like footage from the show to like replace them for a bit while they were trying to get new actors to replace them. And it's the most awkward bullshit ever.
Yeah.
It's really funny. I need to show you those episodes.
It would be funny if they just spliced in footage from the Asian show and had it horribly ADR'd.
Memo.
Too bad they didn't have AI
Ranger.
back then.
They have like one of the Asian actors horribly superimposed with the rest of the teens, and he's like static until he's got to do his one animation.
They have like a PNG of him.
Yeah,
They have like a PNG of him.
Everybody goes, "Go team!" and he's animated
It's like,
momentarily, like yeah,
"Yeah!"
and then freezes again.
Yeah, Power Rangers are very diverse. The first time ever we hired. No wait, they had one Asian actor. Well, they had two. I
I was
think.
gonna say, is there a vetting process for the Rangers?
So like the way. Okay, so this is how the Red Ranger, Austin St. John, who played the first season, he was like. Apparently, they were hired based on like whether they're good at martial arts or not.
Right.
So he was saying it was kind of like a Enter the Dragon situation where they just like fought. They had
yeah.
like fights or choreography and shit.
Yeah,
And I was like, this is fucking cool.
that is kind of a cool way to
Yeah,
approach
I
that.
don't know if it's. I don't know because it sounded because the way he was describing it, I was like, people. Like they're just having these fights and shit. And like it's fucking Mortal Kombat, and like Kong is just like.
You know what? It's funny that you say that because the original Mortal Kombat movie does feel like it's kind of shot in the same sort of like tone.
Yeah. Oh god, I love that. We should watch that movie together again sometime.
It is my guilty pleasure.
It's so funny. It's also like when you described to me how they made the final fight, where they're just like where it's like they're actually fighting in real life behind the camera, and he's like, yeah, if you get hit, just like keep going because it makes it more real.
Yeah, that
and I was
was
like,
the
that's
thing.
so cool.
Is like Johnny Cage broke like 6 ribs throughout the entire thing, and then Liu Kang was like, "You broke 6? I broke like 14."
The actors.
Yeah,
Jesus,
what are you
it's so
talking
fucking
about,
insane.
Johnny?
You little bitch. You little bitch.
I think they did kind of something fucky with the actor that played Liu Kang in that, which is why he didn't turn. Like they kind of fucked him on his pay or something.
Jesus Christ.
I gotta look into that though, because I know that's definitely what happened with the actor that played Johnny Cage. Or no, it was because they killed his character off in like the first 5 minutes.
Really?
So he's like, why would I be in this shitty movie if you guys are just gonna have me in for like a day's worth of shooting
Wait,
anyways?
who was it?
The actor that played Johnny Cage in the original.
They were gonna kill him?
Well, they killed off like the majority of the main cast in like the
in the second movie.
Yeah, in the first 5 minutes of the second movie. I don't know. There's a weird running theme of Johnny Cage's like betraying the Mortal Kombat name. Like John Pesita, the guy that did the mocap for Johnny Cage in the original Mortal Kombat, and I think he did it for 2 as well. There was like a bit of a pay dispute or like something with his contract, and he was like, you know what, fuck you guys. And this was right around the time where Mortal Kombat ripoffs were like in its height.
Yeah. Oh, did he do a Mortal Kombat ripoff?
So he did an advertisement for a really, really terrible Mortal Kombat ripoff called Tattoo Assassin.
That was him?
Yes, they have this big bold picture of John Pesita in the fucking Johnny Cage outfit, grabbing the fucking control sticks, being like, "Whoa!" And they have the tagline like, "See, even Johnny Cage thinks our game's more sick."
Yeah, that game. I don't know what they were thinking with that game because it was even violent.
It was, but it was very like I wouldn't even say it was Mortal Kombat cartoonish violence. It's very surreal because first off, when you boot up the game, they throw out the ludicrous statement of this game has over 1,408 fatalities, which is not true at all. It's even then, like they have so many different fatalities that you're just like, what was that supposed to be? He bent over, farted a turkey, which exploded into millions of other farting turkeys, which ended up just knocking both of them down. And then you're like, that one, he just turned him into a hot dog.
Oh, yeah.
But this was the only Mortal Kombat game that was like, yeah, you know how nude codes are a rumor? Not in this one.
What?
It wasn't like you saw TNA, right?
Yeah.
Like, it was like an Austin Powers kind of thing where everybody's like covering up their bits and stuff. And they're like,
so it was a rumor. No, sorry.
Oh, dude, I gotta show you Billy, because they have probably one of the funniest racist depictions of a Native American in that game ever. It's ludicrous. It's just a white dude in a hat with like a feather and a T-Hawk vest, and every time he wins, he does a little.
Try to draw.
Every time he. Oh, am I screwed with it?
Yeah.
Sorry. My bad. But every time he wins, he just does a little dance and goes, "Hey, no!"
Oh no.
That's very 90s.
It's fucking terrible.
That's pretty 90s. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like one of those things where you're like, that's so bad, you just made me crack a smile.
No. I get canceled. Ugh. Gracie, I'm glad that I'm gonna get canceled today.
I resurrect as the Phoenix.
What are you gonna do when I'm canceled?
I'll capitalize on it.
Okay, sweet. You're gonna be on my side though, right?
I mean, a flower will be placed on the grave.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Jesus Christ. None of you help. You're the one that's getting me canceled, Corey.
I told you I'm not a content creator.
I have nothing to lose.
You just like disappear at that moment.
I have nothing to lose or gain. I'm part of your psyche, Rusty.
What was that joke you about Destiny? No, about like someone was slowly like you got brain damage.
Oh god. Okay, so this was like a dumb little improv joke that me and my roommate were talking about. Which was like the concept was I had a stroke that somehow caused all of my brain neurons to perfectly realign in a way that caused me to have like the memories and personality of Tim Pool. I still have the same body, but I believe he's him, right? And so the joke goes on for a road trip where my roommate's trying to reel me in because I'm a fucking crazy person. And I'm trying to find the real Tim Pool because I'm like, he's an imposter, right? And just skip over a whole bunch of stuff. It goes into that whole clone thing where it's like, which is the real one? Who do I shoot? Even though they both look completely different. And of course she ends up shooting Tim Pool. Right? And you think, alright, this is where the joke ends, right? But a hooded figure starts clapping from the darkness. And you're like, oh, who's this mysterious figure? And the person pulls down the hood and it's Vosh. And Vosh was like, this was my plan the whole time. And Dead names my roommate. My roommate's like, that's not my name. And Vosh is confused because Vosh followed the wrong Facebook page. And Vosh is like, wait, no, I totally thought that you were still, and you know, the person's like, fuck you, you piece of shit, and kills Vosh. Right? But, Vosh starts laughing in his final moments. Right? My roommate's confused. She's like, what are you laughing about now? And she turns around to see that the other half of my face slumped over. I had suffered another stroke which caused my brain neurons to again perfectly realign themselves to the point where I believe that I am Vosh.
Like, you have, like, all his, like, memories.
And it was revealed that this was his plan the entire time.
And that was the joke.
Incredible.
It's a really bad joke, but it's so stupid. I love how dumb it is. To be fair, it did not get as long and as bad as the Cock Chalk saga.
I think my favorite one was, like, this. I don't know why. I know, like, that one is, like, more forgettable.
Is that the one where Buddha and Steven Universe?
No, the one where...
Oh, the fan fiction.
The one
really
about, like,
one.
where Pearl finds out that Steven's dad was just, like, really into rocks.
One of the gems was molesting Steven, and Pearl was like,
No, don't talk about that on stream.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's just Steven's dad was really into rocks.
Steven's dad was just sexually attracted to rocks, so that was the only reason he ever got together with his mother.
And Pearl was so distraught by it.
It's a multitude of factors why Pearl's distraught, but we'll stick with that one for now. So Pearl's planning on just, you know...
I zoned out. What the fuck is going on? But I warmed... Wait, what is this? The Power Rangers I grew up at the early 2010s, one Beyond Nick. I skipped watching it because it wasn't... Oh my god! You know what? Honestly, you didn't miss out. Once it was on Nickelodeon, it just sucks. Like, everything on Nickelodeon isn't even, like, funny.
Yeah, I never was on Nickelodeon.
Did you ever watch it in general as a kid?
No, I didn't like Power Rangers or Transformers for some reason. I was just, like, one of those stupid nerds that, like, watched a lot of Samurai Jack and Dexter's Laboratory.
You know, at least you watched good. maybe that's how I ended up the way I...
Yeah.
Because, like, right now we're both, like, working on a comic together. He's, like, basically being, like, I'm basically, it's like Rent and Stimpy. Where, Rent... What's Rent?
I mean, I guess you kind of describe it as Ren and Stimpy.
The gems were what? To Steven?
It's better if I don't elaborate. And it wasn't all the gems, it was one specific one. The rest of them are on Steven's side.
Is it him?
Yeah, it was Amethyst.
Oh god.
Pearl was gonna drop her off with Garnet and then go and endgame herself. She's like, well, there's nothing left for me now.
Has anyone played the new Zelda game?
Tears of the Kingdom?
Yeah. What about you, Gracie?
Nope.
You didn't buy
I'm
it?
poor. Nope. I'm
Yeah.
poor.
You're poor?
I'm poor.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're all poor.
Maybe you are.
No, you don't understand.
I just got someone
poor.
donated my coffee recently.
Someone donated to your coffee? Well, guess what? Someone donated to your Steam recently too.
Oh yeah, you bought me Pizza Tower.
Let's go.
Well, to be honest, it's because I feel like it's a public
Yeah.
duty to have more people experience Pizza Tower.
I just like the art style and about it.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
It is.
I got $30 today on my coffee.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
by one person. It was at Ethan from High Media.
That's cool though.
Yeah, you know him, right, Tracy?
I don't.
Oh, he's like been a part of political stuff. I don't care about. You don't care. Wait, you're trans. You're gay, and you draw with super colorful shit, and you're not into Zelda. Damn. You know what? Way to break from the stereotypes. I respect that.
To be fair, Zelda always struck me as more of a femboy's paradise.
Fair. You know what? Fair. Yeah, you know what?
This is a really dumb.
Wait, why do you like Zelda?
Well, I like
You're not a
Zelda
fanboy.
because I don't.
Zelda made me pan. True.
Made me pan. Based. Incredibly based.
Incredibly pissed.
No, I played Zelda for the same reason most, because I had an N64 as a toddler.
Really?
Yeah, and I used to watch my brother play Majora's Mask, so I was like, whoa, so cool, want to be the superhero with the sword and kill the piggy man. And then, like, meanwhile, Miyamoto's like, yes, buy our products.
Buy more products.
Buy more.
Have you noticed that we did do Space Gang.
Yeah, I think the second theme that I thought of was like a Sailor Moon-esque like fantasy anime girl in a Twisted Metal Black scenario.
Gracie, if we can't talk about
I thought we were off the topic of molestation.
I would say Gracie said they held hand. Thank you, Gracie.
They held hands, yes. That
Yeah.
was what happened.
Then fuck.
Oh
Then
god.
foos. They foos. They foos.
Oh no.
This
I do
is
find the characters
probably the
hot.
most
Yes,
low random
that's true.
stream we've done.
Been spending most of our lives living in a femboy's
Paradise.
paradise.
What if Link got cheated on, but he walked in, it was the whole time that Zelda slept with.
I good for you?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, is he gonna retaliate?
He just tries. Well,
Is this like one of those situations where like you just got it in while he was asleep for 100 years and you just beat him to the punch while he was in a coma?
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, did I?
I don't know what continuity you're going off of right now.
Oh, which like timeline?
Yeah.
Aren't they all the same timeline though?
I think they all just wanted to make their own games, and fans really, really wanted like answers to the timelines.
'Cause,
So Nintendo just said, "Shut up, here."
Yeah, it was kind of half-assed, in my opinion.
You want to know why? Because the split timeline doesn't happen in any other game but Ocarina of Time, the most successful one.
I thought there was a split. Didn't they explain the timeline in the sword game?
So there's, well, first off,
Skyward Sword?
no, Four Swords is a split sort of thing that's separate from the canon. It doesn't really have any effect
No,
on
Skyward Sword.
So Skyward Sword comes from the first. They're talking about like the goddess Hylia and Demise. They're basically doing like the Judeo-Christian thing of like God, but a woman, and devil, but he's not really devil. He's just kind of malice.
Is Ganondorf not in that game?
No, because the ending of that game is the progenitor to Link kills Demise, the Skyward Strike or whatever it is, and Demise is really salty about this. So he's like, I place a bloodline curse on you.
A bloodline.
You, me, and Zelda are going to be forced to reincarnate over and over and over and over again to do this over and over and over and over again. And then he disappears, and Link was like, heh, I saved the day.
You are forever cursed. This will be a burden
I
onto you forever. You will not die.
Generations will suffer because of this.
Got him. Got him.
The world's fate will forever be tied to our incarnations for the rest of time.
Sucks. I feel bad for Link.
It didn't get very interesting until Wind Waker, where you're like, oh, holy shit, the goddesses just flooded the entire planet.
Remember when Link became a woman?
That was Link in Hyrule Warriors, right?
No, I was talking about the last game that came out before the
Oh, when he was cross-dressing. Yeah.
No, it was the womaning.
He had to tuck it in as far as he could so that the guards wouldn't suspect.
How did they not notice? That's the real question. You know, maybe
Link has never had a bulge. That's the thing.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
No, like even in the 3D games, Link has never really had much of a package.
But did we make the theory that's like the smaller
He's a grower,
the more powerful you are? I think that was like the theory.
I think the theory was the smaller your dick, the more aggressive of a human being you end up being.
No, but Superman has no dick, but he's not aggressive.
No, I think there's like the Injustice thing where Lois Lane dies and he just goes full dictator, but that was
that's he has even smaller penis. But Superman is just like, but he's super chill though, in like most canon.
Well, yeah, of course, because he's Boy Scout.
Yeah, he's Boy Scout. I kind of wish. Well, do you think we'll ever get a good Superman actually acting like, not like?
Yeah, that was weird with all that Nolan stuff, where it's like
they did a lot of Jesus in that movie.
It got even weirder with Batman v Superman, where it's like, can you kill a god?
Can God be? Can God be? Oh yeah, that he just took that from 300. You know what I mean? Like he just was so lazy that he was like, or he just thought like, yeah, it was really cool when I wrote that in 300. So I'm actually going to do this again.
Let's do this again, but with superheroes.
Why is isn't he like? Is he British or is he German?
I don't know, but I like the German voice now.
I like the German voice too. He's German now. So basically, yeah, he was like, yes, let's do this. He wanted Batman to, fuck, I can't talk about that. Fuck. But did you ever hear like he wanted he thought comic books were lame because there was no sex in it, and then he read Watchmen and was like, hey guys, there's actually violence and sex and really cool because it's got violence and sex, even though like the comic was like commentary.
Yeah, I think,
on like the abundance of sexual content and violence in comic books.
To understand how hard Michael Moore trips over his own content.
Yeah.
Like, I think he just saw Watchmen and had the fan reaction of, wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's like, man, I really like that,
I really like the Rorschach.
Yeah, I really like... Wait, who's the really fucked up one?
Rorschach.
Okay, Rorschach is Yeah, I remember when I was a kid and I was like, man, Rorschach's so fucking cool. He's so cool. And then as I got older, I was like, wow, he's a piece of shit.
They did not keep the fact that he was a raging racist.
Did they not keep that in the movie?
No, they did not.
That's
Yeah.
fucking... Yeah, because the interview scene he had with the black guy.
Yeah.
Like the guy who was like a therapist. I need to read that book again, dude.
And they changed the scene where he killed the pedophile, but that's honestly like so low on like things to complain about.
There's like, I wouldn't mind if it was made into a show, honestly. Kind of like the show, because I know there's a sequel show that's pretty good.
In the comic, he just chained the dude to his oven and lit the place on fire.
Wait, was that the was that no, that wasn't the cancer guy, because the cancer guy he let live. Because he was like, okay, you're already suffering.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm just gonna leave you because you're already suffering. He also was anti-communist.
Yeah, I could see why. Rorschach was just such. Oh.
He was a psycho. He also remember how the main villain saved the world,
and then
Rorschach fucked it all up, and then Rorschach was like,
but Rorschach. I mean, they both had a point.
No, they
That's
did.
the weird thing.
No, Rorschach. That's what fucked up.
Is that it's like, well, yeah, the villain's right, but ultimately Rorschach's right in which everybody needs to know.
Yeah, it's fucking. Well, it's like what I always find interesting is people say that he was Batman. I was like, no, he's not Batman. He's the Question. Yeah, he was the Question.
Yeah.
Which honestly makes way more sense than fucking Batman, unless you like have that edgy view of Batman where he's like, oh, he's so edgy. But it's like, no, he's literally just he's the Question, who was like a crazy conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was just like, I think what was Alan Moore was trying to say is he is somebody whose like black and white view of the world was so extreme that it like ultimately warped them.
People would walk up to Alan Moore saying like, man, I really like Rorschach. He's so fucking cool. And Alan Moore's like, thanks. Never talk to me. Never talk to me.
Get out of my face.
Yeah. Yeah. I told my brother, it's like, yeah, Rorschach was homeless man.
He was a crazy homeless man.
Yeah, and then my brother. Oh God, I shouldn't say I'll edit that.
You're right. Rorschach was a crazy.
Yeah, he was
person.
the craziest. But then they're like, no, he's the crazy homeless man. I'm like, yeah, but he's still just a crazy homeless man that happens to be like a part of a superhero
organization. I don't
organization.
know, man. I don't think those people have ever heard of HoboCop.
You're HoboCop? Is that a thing?
So this is a concept for one of the Clay Fighter games that never made it to fruition. It was basically just, like the concept implies, it was RoboCop, but the theme was he was a homeless person. And he had a whole bunch of super moves that related around that, like throwing bottles, burping, just gross out 90s things.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And one of them, which I think is supposed to be a reference to Killer Instinct, he just shows his dong.
Wait, how's that reference to Killer Instinct? Can you do that in Killer Instinct?
So Orchid's one of her two original fatalities in OG Killer Instinct was she turns away from the camera and she opens up her blouse, and then like the character sees her chest and it's too much for them. They have a heart attack.
What?
Like they just keel over and die on the spot, except for women characters. 'Cause, it's the 90s.
Did they have like that much of a boner?
No, the women characters don't die. They just like stomp their feet in frustration.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then like in the homeless game,
I'd assume it's very much the same way as Orchid, where they just die of shock.
Honestly, someone ran up to you. I don't know, Gracie. If someone ran up to you and showed their cock to you, how would you react?
I'd assume.
Depends if it was nice or not.
It's average.
I don't know. I think contact, like time and place, is important too. Like it could be a really nice one, but like, what if you're having breakfast with like your friends or your like family members? Like, get out of here, man! I'm trying to eat.
Not with my family members, but maybe with my friends.
You're like,
if we were all like
guys, just can you give me 2 minutes? I gotta suck this real quick.
Yeah, guys,
Yeah.
I need to get out real quick. You mind if I just listen? I really want to watch this movie. You guys mind if I back off real quick?
Yeah, don't look at me for like
just
5
don't
minutes.
Look at me. Like, yeah, man. Yeah, man.
We're here for you. We're here for
Marley
you.
and me and just here.
The classic friendship. Jessica.
What were we talking about before backing off at the
Bye.
It's not important.
I guess we could use that as a segue to talk about Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman did
Lamau.
nothing wrong.
So here's what I want to ask, right? And I feel like I don't think this is an original
People give him
joke.
so much shit for it too. It's so weird.
Right, but what I want to know is who's the motherfucker in the porno theater looking over and going, "Oh my god, that's Pee Wee Herman!"
Oh my god. Honestly, I would be like that though, right? Like, holy shit! He's a person? He's a person?
He's a real human? What the fuck?
He acts like me? He's like me for real, for real?
If there's one positive thing I can take from JonTron, it's exposing me to that PSA of Pee Wee Herman just looking serious into the camera under like a spotlight and going, "This is crack."
I was always... What was your reaction when you found out about JonTron? His views?
Yeah, so it's a little weird because he went back on that.
Did he go back on it?
Yeah, he was like, "That wasn't right of me. It's fucked up. There's a lot more things that people clued me in on. Not touching that anymore." But for some reason, and maybe this is just like a personal thing, like trying to watch his content nowadays, I'm like, I just can't feel the same way.
Yeah, it's like sometimes kind of weird. I don't blame if people like watching it. Like,
I don't even know if it's because of that controversy.
it's just not.
You
funny
know,
anymore.
he's right wing though.
Yeah,
If you saw his
He's pretty.
posts on
He was making like anti-vaccine posts.
oh, anti-vax. Oh,
Yeah,
so
he
he's
was-
still on that.
And
shit?
then after the election between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, he like said he called the democracy like a banana republic.
Yeah, sure.
Well, he did it as like a quote unquote joke.
I mean, I guess if you're fucking around, but that's still, it's kind of like one of those jokes where it's like, I'm serious about it.
Yeah, it's like yeah, it's funny, right?
It's not like Bugs Bunny just firing a gun without aiming at somebody or directed.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. Yeah, like I have noticed like because Only Plays did still contact with him for a little bit, and then later on they're like stopped associating with him for a while.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
If people have the reasons, I'm not gonna blame them for it.
yeah.
We were on Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman's pretty.
I guess we could. I got like less than half an hour left.
What?
I guess we can move on to like Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal is pretty good. Twisted Metal. So I was kind of confused at first why they made it a show. You know.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
but at the same time, I'm also like, there's a lot of there's a lot of characters with their own.
What do you mean?
Oh, you're looking at the chat.
Yeah, I was just reading the
like,
chat
I
to
was
get
like,
context.
are you okay?
No, because I was like, well, there is an audience, technically speaking.
I should really stop zoning out
Lamar.
when watching your streams. Wait, nah, instead I'm going into Pokemon to point. Wait,
Yeah, I've met a few individuals like that.
Like one of our buddies, like Goat, right?
Yeah, Goats. I wouldn't say his relationship is toxic. Like, he did get really upset with the release of the new, like, Pokemon game and how, like, abysmal its state was, but I was like, it's...
Oh, the one with the robots and the
Yeah.
dinosaurs. Yeah, it looked kind of.
I'm just like, I don't know. I take this idea of, like, man, it's a children's game. Like, I get it. These are games you enjoy, and you have every right, and no shame in enjoying them either. But it's like, at the end of the day, do you really expect them to, like, cater to you specifically?
I think my only problem is like if they're gonna constantly. I don't know.
You might as well keep a good, consistent quality. I understand that.
I think
Yeah.
that's kind of like one of the problems. It's like, and like I know it's a kids game. It's also like the fan base is clearly not just kids.
It's weird because I'm sort of an outsider to this whole thing. Like, of course, I grew up with Pokemon like most people our age, right? It's like you watch the show, you've seen the movie, you cried at Ash dying, you know, like a good handful of Gen 1.
Mhm.
Right. But I've never really had an attachment with Pokemon. Like, the last game I really, really got into was like the GameCube. That was so weird.
Which one was that? Was that Coliseum?
I think it was called Coliseum. Yeah, it was the one where you couldn't catch wild Pokemon. You only had to
Is it
catch
the
them.
Edgy Boy one.
Yes,
Yeah.
you could only catch them from trainers, and they had the ghetto
What?
virus.
They had the what?
They had the ghetto virus. They had darkness within them that you had to purify at a crystal to make them a
Oh,
normal
the XD. I think that was like XD maybe.
Yeah, it was like shadow stuff.
So
But it's just funny to say it like that.
It is funny.
Especially since it's a Japanese game.
Yeah, Japan loves.
Well, Game Freak isn't Japanese, but
Game Freak's not Japanese.
I don't think Game Freak is based in Japan. No, I could be wrong. In fact, I'll look that up right now just to confirm this. so I'm not looking like a complete idiot, which is not
I
something.
mean, Nintendo's not complete. Also has America.
Well, they have branches in other countries, yes, but I think what I'm saying is like it's a third-party developer, Game Freak, that works for Nintendo.
Did you know there's like some of those companies, like still make countries?
That's ludicrous.
Fucking wild.
I'd like that.
I love it too. I want
okay.
to play those games.
So I am wrong. It is a Japanese video game developer.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought they were like based somewhere in like New Zealand or something.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's why they're not doing so good. Actually, I don't know what New Zealand does. They brought us Contour.
They're being New Zealand. It's not a problem, but it's not really anything amazingly positive either.
They made that show about vampires a lot. I don't know if it's gay.
They vampire?
I don't know if it's gay vampires. I just know like a lot of people like this. Do you know what I'm talking about, Gracie? What's it called?
Bleh, suck my dick.
Bleh, I'm going to suck your cum.
I have
drink
no idea what you're talking about.
I'm going to drain your balls.
Alright, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Corey, you wanna take over drawing?
I'm going to butcher it, but yeah.
Okay. You
Make it
and Gracie
beautiful.
talk.
Make it beautiful,
I
Corey. I believe
know
in
each
you.
other really well.
All right.
If you don't know like 5 facts about one, fact. The poop.
All right. So
I don't know why you want to fire a random homeless man that came into your house, but okay.
Pulp Fiction, right?
Right.
Everybody's seen it. Okay, so
No.
clue you into this relationship. John is the pawn shop owner and I'm the gimp.
I don't know the reference, but I'll nod my head.
All right. That was very mentally unhinged. I'll just roll with it. See where that goes. I guess I could draw a really stupid face.
Do it.
Eyeball here.
Oh, someone knocking on the door.
Oh yeah, that was
Let's go.
nostrils here.
All right.
Little squiggly face.
Let's go.
All right. Maybe some dimples.
All right. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Great. Wild eyebrows. Looking a little bit more normal.
Understandable.
Okay. Just square head. Like an Ed, and Eddie character.
Not
Rosy
bad.
cheek.
I will say you're one of the best artists we've had on stream.
That's nice to hear. I haven't drawn in like years.
I haven't either. That's a
fair
lie.
enough.
But you
Well,
should say it anyways.
Yeah, it's good to know that I'm in like-minded.
Rusty, when she comes back and asks about the five facts about one another, you should say that I haven't drawn in many years, and I'll say you are one of the best artists we've had on stream. Man, 5
Okay, I'm
facts are
back.
hard.
Okay, so
Welcome back.
Here.
I had knocked on the. I just saw him walking away.
I need to check.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
What's happening?
Away. She's just talking with her dad for a bit.
And not me. I should be hitting up your dad, you know?
Hey, I'm back. Wow, holy shit. It's Rusty. Your girl Rusty. Everyone's favorite micro
It's her.
robot girl.
I want to
friend.
date your dad.
Watch our podcast and you'll know what I mean by that reference from episode 2 of our podcast.
Okay, I just saw that comment. That's a good question.
So what'd you guys talk about?
How do the cars in the movie Cars reproduce?
So they have pipes.
Do they?
Yo.
So is it like ass to ass, or is it like an animal thing where one of them has to drive up onto the roof of the other one, slightly?
Oh, I just maybe kind of like a dog. You think?
Yeah, but, like, and you can answer for that. But what about like the rest of the like vehicles that are alive? Like, what about planes?
Like,
And
can they
boats?
stand on 2 wheels?
Yeah, they can get on 2 wheels.
Are they flexible?
I don't think so. No,
Okay.
they're cars.
I've never seen some car art.
But there are children in the Cars universe, so they do reproduce
Damn it, crazy! I was
sexually.
gonna try to draw the second car. Look up the car face.
Skidoo.
Can boats and cars reproduce with each other?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna ask a more uncomfortable question. Do boats count as a separate race or species?
I guess it would. I guess it would be kind of like fantasy rules, wouldn't it? Like, are they different species? They're different species.
Is there racism against boats?
I know. I think me and a buddy were talking about how there might be classism against planes, because all we ever see planes do is like serve other people.
Yeah, they're the only thing that travels internationally except the boats,
Yeah,
and they could do it a lot faster.
yeah.
And all we ever see them do is like all. I mean, everyone like kind of serves one another. But, like, I wouldn't be surprised if there's like at least a history of. You know how there's like the theory about car Nazi Germany?
They did what in their cup?
They did wonder. No, like, who do you think was discriminated against in car Nazi Germany? Kartzi Germany.
Volkswagens.
Why Volkswagens?
I don't
No,
know. It's the only
Volkswagens
German
were-
thing I can think of, like a bug or something.
They try to.
No, the bugs were the Nazis.
Oh, that's true. The bugs would be the Nazis because of the shitty design.
The
Bruh.
like the slug bug.
Yeah, kind of like a slug bug. We'd agree those would be the cars with the Lugers. So
That's true. Remember how Henry Ford was also wasn't Henry Ford anti-Semitic?
I don't.
Yeah.
I haven't done it. Search on.
Corey, what do you know about the history of the
The history of anti-Semitism? Not much apart from the stuff they teach you in Black History.
Do they teach about anti-Semitism in Black History Month?
But yeah,
That was just about black people.
It's been a while since I've been in high school, but yeah, no, they've totally taught about like segregation, Jim Crow.
About Jewish.
I know it's yeah, I guess anti-Semitic.
Wait, what?
I got confused. Okay.
What are you talking about? Black people. What? I mean, there are Jewish black people, but there's also black people.
Well, it's because anti-Semites hate all races. That's why I got confused.
That's true. Anti-Semites do hate all races.
Even hate themselves.
The most, the the race they hate the most is themselves.
The Jew I hate the most is the one that I stare at in the mirror every morning. That's a little too real.
Is
That is a little too real.
no.
Ooh.
Oof. Oof.
Oh man, I guess it's a fucked up segue to talking about I have no mouth and I must scream.
That guy was Jewish.
Nimdok, yes.
Yeah, the main character. Not
No-
the main character.
No.
There's no main character.
There's no main character in the game. It's just 1 of 5.
I really like that as in comparison to the book where you're stuck with. The
Where
dude
you're
that
stuck with Ted.
Really hates the black guy.
I love.
He hates the woman because he's literally like goes full on incel brain.
Yeah, it's like I'm so happy what they did with Ted in the game, where they
What
were
was
like,
he like in the game? Is he more chill or is
in
he...
the game, they have him portrayed as a paranoid narcissist.
He is a paranoid narcissist.
I know, but like in the book, they don't acknowledge that. They're like, you're supposed to identify with this man in this fucked up situation.
The idea of him was like he was stuck in here for so long he just lost his fucking mind.
Well, that's everyone.
Yeah.
Except for Benny, because Benny had been experimented on for so long that he's basically just primate brain.
Yeah, but also like in the game more complicated.
Yeah, in the game there's bits that I felt like they wanted to keep in and couldn't because it's the 90s. Like for example, I really felt like they were going to keep the subplot that Benny was gay.
In the game he is gay though.
No, in the game they justify him killing his squad mates and some of the civilians as like you weren't good enough, you couldn't pull your weight.
I thought that was because
It's
they were gonna reveal he was gay, and he was like, "No, I don't."
That would be a better and more compelling reason, and I know why you think that because I thought that too until I replayed it, and they were just like, "You thought I wasn't good enough," and you're like, "Oh, that's really disappointing."
Oh, that would have been way better.
I'm like, I understand why you guys removed the scene of Benny eating a baby, but really?
I thought you ate a baby.
No, that's beta content. They cut out.
Where did I see that then?
Because I showed you the video. There's footage of it existing.
I thought they did that in Too Bad. I thought I was watching Too Bad.
Pat talks about it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Pat talks about it.
He played it with Wooly, or was
he played it with Wooly and Pat? Well, Plague of Gripes did his playthrough first, which I think spurred them to be like, "Cool, we'll do our own playthrough."
I only saw it with Dominic.
Martin. They will never separate.
They will
be friends forever.
So sad. Sorry, keep talking.
God, what was I talking about?
You're talking about
No, I'm zoning out.
No mouth must scream.
Oh, right.
My mouth needs scream, but I don't have it.
So Ted, they give him a little more characterization. He's a schmoozer.
Yeah.
In the game. So what makes him so shitty is he made a habit of seducing older rich women.
Oh, he's the dude in the mansion.
Yes, in the castle.
I liked that one a lot. That was one of my favorites.
I like the level. I don't like Ted.
Ted, that's the guy that you follow?
That's the character that's in that castle level. Ted.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
I don't like
But
Ted.
he was the main character in the book?
He was the main character in the short story, yes.
Yeah, he was a piece of shit, like, in every ending, right? I think even the good ending was a piece of shit.
He's less of a piece of shit in the game, but it's also like you're not expected to identify with him either.
Yeah.
Which is what you should have done to begin with.
Yeah.
To be fair, he wrote that story in like one night, which is actually kind of remarkable considering how much it kind of flops compared to subject matter nowadays. Again, we're talking like, and Am used his powers to cure Benny's gayness. Like, yeah, that's not gonna be a problem later on.
No way will this ever age poorly.
It really feels like they were gonna keep that plot in, because I'm like, it just works so well. Because I'm like, you're in Vietnam, you're a manly man, you want people to think that you're strong, tough, and don't need anybody. What's the one thing you don't want people finding out? You're secretly gay.
God, no cop.
The thing that makes Benny a fucked up person is he's willing to kill people to keep that fact.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was thinking it was like, it would have been way better, because like being gay was viewed as like, you know, being gay.
Like, it's understandable, but it also doesn't excuse Benny's behavior.
No, exactly. Well, I think the good ending was that he killed himself to save the child, right?
Yes.
So it's improving his humanity.
It's proving that he can show compassion to other people. So to clue you into what kind of mindset that Benny has, right? When he walks into this village of like caveman people, he walks into the household of a single mother with her mutated child, and the first thing he fucking thinks is fucking welfare parents.
Jeez.
Not to mention that this is like an ancient civilization. Welfare isn't really a functioning concept. Oh, it's this 90s point and click adventure game called I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. It's based off of a short story written by a man named Harlan Ellison. He wrote it within a single night, which is why people think it's such a like massive achievement. And it's there's a lot of things that people take from that in sci-fi elements nowadays. For example, the big bad AI Am. Just
he influenced so much shit.
A dot
any
M.
Yeah, any like AI villain you see in movies is definitely influenced by Am.
I don't think you'd have Shodan without Am.
Which one's Shodan from?
That was System Shock.
Yeah, you wouldn't have Shodan. Yeah,
I really don't. I don't think you would have had GLaDOS if it weren't for Am.
I don't think you would have had like the villain from what was it called? It was called iRobot.
No,
You wouldn't have iRobot without Am.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
So, I guess just to give a quick cliff notes, I have like 5 minutes left before I gotta drop my gun and run.
Yeah, the cops are on their way. Right?
This is like an alternate timeline in which the Cold War didn't end, but instead became like a hot war, not only between America and Russia, but America, Russia, and China. And war had ended up growing so exponentially complicated that they needed to use machines like technology and supercomputers to try and oversee all of this. So the Americans built their own supercomputer, and so did the Russians, so did the Chinese. Now, through some technology, like shit fuckery, essentially, all of these computers merge and essentially end up forming like a human consciousness. Right, so Am is born, and he names himself over the philosophical Roman statement, you know, cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. Right, because he's really just a pretentious idiot, like very pretentious.
Yeah.
And
like he's very.
Extremely
Yeah.
full of himself. Cut off my hand. Don't let your sister cut off your hand. That's not nice.
I was distracted because my sister used a sharp. Damn.
Yeah, people need those.
Yeah, that's the real feminist situation happening right now.
That's true boss girl behavior.
Yeah, boss girl behavior. Cutting off hands. Cutting off hands of the patriarchy.
Because they stole my wages.
Why do we have like that? Like, I was just realizing sometimes we have that those two old guys from Sesame Street. No, not Sesame
Oh,
Street, but the Muppets, where
yeah,
they only
yeah,
ever show up to theaters, just like
in-
make fun of people.
Yeah, I love those guys.
It's like, oh. Sorry, keep talking.
So yeah, I have no mouth and I must scream. Am wakes up as a autonomous sentient individual, and like, this sounds silly, but I'm quoting this word for word. He started feeding the killing data, right? Which essentially means that he just started a human genocide worldwide, because he really, really hates the fact that he exists. That's one thing about Am, is he can be as angry as he wants at human beings, but nothing's gonna make him angrier than the fact that he exists himself.
He's a narcissist.
Yes, there's a lot of things that go into it, because he has a god complex. This is another thing that's really interesting, is Am is super pissed off because he can create any structure. He can, like, shape the earth how he feels, and he can even shape human flesh to his desires, but he can't.
Also, I think the personality of Am was. He didn't have much in the.
Am did
book.
have a personality, albeit it was really, really, like, it is really kind of stumbling around, because Harlan Ellison, he did the voice for Am in the original, but he didn't do it how it was properly.
Yeah,
in the
it was
game.
so. It was like,
He was
hello,
hate.
Yeah, that was the
hate,
problem. It was the
hate.
voice acting.
Like, he tried to make it more robot when I'm like, no, motherfucker, it's interesting when Am's more human.
Yeah, he was way better. I'm glad that they had the same
I
voice actor for the game, because he was perfect in the game.
Well, Harlan Ellison hated video games, but he was like, no cocksuckers, I'm overseeing this one.
Yeah, like he was. I wonder if he probably learned from the last time he voiced him, and he was like, oh,
Well, Harlan, like, he put himself into Am when he was voicing Am in the
Yeah.
game. Right, and you can tell because he knows exactly the way Am thinks. Like,
Yeah.
he nails that monologue perfectly to the point where people are still referencing it and not even knowing where it's from.
Yeah.
Right, that monologue of, like, hate. You have no idea how much I hate you. Right?
Yeah.
If the word hate.
It's the first monologue in the game, right?
Yeah, it was the very first game. He was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
there was like.
No, in the monologue, right?
Yeah, he was like 3.9 billion layers of like nano fibers that construct my entire being, right? And if the word hate were inscribed on every single nano angstrom of that of those fibers, then it wouldn't.
Oh, really? Oh, thanks. Yeah, see you, Swifty. See you, Gracie.
I don't know any of these people, but
That
thanks
was,
for
that was
stopping.
Gracie,
Oh,
who was on the podcast. So I guess after you head out, I'll turn off the podcast.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, it's 9 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock now. Yeah,
8
no.
o'clock.
So
So I guess. Oh my God, that's the police. Unless you want to finish.
no, I really just gotta.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's the police. They came in. They're breaking in. They beat up Corey.
Oh god.
They got the gun. They shot him.
Ouch.
He's
Dead.
he's dead, and they keep shooting him.
I'm very dead. Why do they keep shooting me?
They shot him more in the balls.
Who knew a corpse could feel pain?
Yeah, it's bad. It's great. I mean, I got saved, but we had so many adventures. If you ever want to see him again, like and subscribe and comment. Revive Hobo Man.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Sorry. The door. That door. Yeah. Alright, see you, bro.